So I hope y'all can hear me now because technology, me and my stuff, it just, I don't know, sometimes, but we're going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. Anyway, back to my cleaning, my chores, my handling of church business, okay? So this show that I did, Men Unpaused, it was June 7th, 9 o'clock. It was two gentlemen on the show. And almost toward the end of the show, it was a lady. I cannot remember your name, but if you hear me, any way that you hear me at the sound of my voice and you're listening, please get in contact with me. DM me on Instagram. You can email me at nighttalkswithsasha69@gmail.com. You can send me a message through Facebook. Girl, you can call me if you want. No, you can't call me. I'm sorry. That's a joke. Don't try to call me. But you can call me through Facebook. I might answer it. I might. You call me through Messenger. I might answer it. I might. Then no, don't none of y'all else get these ideas about trying to call me through Messenger because you will get cussed out. Like, not cursed out, not fussed out, but the fuck cussed out. Okay, you feel me? Are you feeling me? Like, are you feeling me? I am just saying to this woman, I want her to call me on my show through Facebook Messenger so that I can get in contact with her so that she can come on my show. If any of you other admirers want or think that you can just randomly call me, please try. Please try. I have not cussed anybody out in a really long time. Please help me to help you get your feelings hurt. Okay? Okay. So let's not play these stupid ass games and win you a dumbass prize. Okay? Okay. But now, to the lady. Again. To the lady that was on my show, June 7th, that came in and called. Please, sister, if you are hearing me tonight, get in touch with me. I'm sorry I did not get your information in the midst of everything else that was going on. I did not get it. And I really want you to come on this show. I have not done the women's rebuttal or any of that yet to what the men said because I have not been able to get in contact with this particular woman. And I really, really want her on my show. Like, no jokes, no play, no, like none, like too serious, like for serious. Okay, so if you listen, if you know her, you listen, and please tell her to call Sasha, certified believer. Please do. Anyway, enough of that. I put that out there. Now, let's get into it. Baby, how you doing? I am your girl, your fever Sasha, coming into you live on a Saturday night because yesterday was Friday. Now, let me tell you, I got that summer itch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love y'all and everything, but, baby, I'm trying to hold out for August. I'm trying, because y'all know August comes and your girl takes a week off her birthday. She'll be 47. Listen, your girl gonna be 47. Life is life and things are good. I don't look like 47. My health is good. I feel good. I'm in a good place in my life. I'm getting rid of some bullshit, motherfucker. Yeah, I said that. I said all that. And the cancer is not answering. Okay? Okay? Because I beat that bitch down. Okay. But hey, it is what it is. We get a little excited about that. We can get a little excited about that. That's a good thing. Okay? But anyway, I'll give a life update soon, but I'm just really not in the midst of doing that because I'm just not really wanting to do all that because, like, right now, I'm on lockdown and, like, a lot of shit that I'm keeping a lot of things close to the vest right now because it's some foul motherfuckers been rolling around. Your girl ain't been in the best of mindsets, depression, grief, cancer. The cancer been cancering. The body been bodying. This tide been tied, honey. And I checked the fuck out. Okay? I checked out. I was just like going through the motions of things and things. So your girl kind of just was like, but now I am fully present. I am getting some things done. I might go into a little detail on another show and let y'all know what your girl is doing. She's getting her life together. I put the dating thing on hold because it's about me. What about me? Doing me. How am I doing me? By loving me. Okay? Let's do it. Yes, this is so good. So, confidence is getting better, getting boosted, feeling good, looking good, tasting good. Got little things going on. So, we're in a good place. But I'm ready for a vacation. Real talk. I'm ready. I want to be on somebody's beach with a little drink in my hand and a man on a long cloth with his penis hanging down, looking at me, winking at me. I just want to look at it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want it touching me. I just want to see it. I just want to see the print. I just want to see what he's working with. I mean, I'm a woman. I'm single. I'm like, I can look. Anyway, yesterday I was like, I want to do the show. So I didn't. And now here I am today. So we're going to do a 6-month review. Now, some people say first quarter, second quarter. I mean, you do it however you want to. I could have did it like that. But it's 6 months into the 2024. I've done 20 some odd shows. I've had some interesting guests. I've had some interesting topics. Yeah. So we're going to go into that. I got my guest here, friend of the show, my friend, my girl, my dog, my friend, editor-in-chief of HPS Magazine. She's going to do a little review, let you know what, some of her favorite articles and posts and things that she has done in her magazine that stood out to her in the last 6 months, and also give you, the readers and the listening audience, because we're doing both, give you a little update on what's coming, what she's doing next. And so we're just going to do that. Now, there was a little contest at the beginning. If you read the post on the Meta, then you will know get the prize. Now, you can play this game and get this prize. Okay. But anyway, without further ado, here is my girl.
Oh, now you want to.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, Miss Gibbs. How are you?
Hello. I'm okay.
Hi. Okay, good. How's your evening?
Okay.
Who cray? Me?
No, you cray.
No.
But homegirl, yes, I knew she can call me. Cause I was there with her, so she can call me.
You itch. Yes,
you know how I was there. I'm like, that's my tag team buddy. We ain't met,
girl.
but we there.
Girl. Oh my God. I haven't really talked about the show, like the men on pause.
Yeah, talking about the men, that was not men. But I have spoken to one particular man that I want to be on there. So I'm working on that for you.
Okay.
Because
no.
No. That's not going to represent my black men.
I was like, for real, y'all? I mean, wow.
Yes, they realized one. You could tell one automatically. He even said it in the beginning. He likes to draw attention. He will say whatever for the effect. Everyone.
Yeah.
He started out good, but then it was like they went into the barbershop and forgot that the microphone was on.
Yeah.
And that's how they played it. And it was going to the point to where when they start getting called out by homegirl. I love her. I love that woman.
Oh my God!
I can't wait. I can't wait to do something with her. But when she started checking the one that was trying to do all, trying to get the effect, shut up. The one that got caught up in it was the main one that was trying to talk, and you wouldn't have to tell him zip it, because she was putting them in the check after check from everything from the inseminator incubator. She slaughtered them from the very beginning when they started opening their mouth, and I was thankful.
Me too.
That's the representation of a black woman.
Exactly.
And putting boys into check, trying to pretend like they're men.
Oh Lord.
Because if you're gonna be a man, you take pride in your queens, especially if you're raising them.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
I agree.
Somebody was like, all women are we just incubators. Let's see what you can incubate.
What?
Really?
I could not believe they came. I took on this role, and I haven't really talked about it. I haven't.
He reminded me of some Houston poets who I could not stand. That brought anger from when I got a cut back in elementary. He brought that fuel up.
You mad now?
No, I'm not. But that's how deep it is. Okay. That's what they would think. 'Cause when you hit a nerve, and you hit a nerve where it can be where not only can we talk about it, we can educate you about it. So it's up to you. If you want to talk it, you got to be prepared to listen to it.
Exactly.
And they forgot that barbershop take care of women too. And we walked in and took care of it. But she did.
Oh my God.
Because like I said, talking. Shit talking.
It was just a mess. It wasn't a mess, but I was really surprised
you
at
them. You were holding on it as much as you could, but in the end of it, they knew when she got on that line. They knew, barbershop closed.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. All that crap and all that talk, all that disrespecting was shut down. And as much as they want to try to rebuttal it, they kept, you couldn't. You couldn't. Because they spent over an hour doing it. That woman barely
did.
spent 10 minutes and had me on my flow. And it's hard for me to get up, but I got up because she had me that height.
Yeah, she did. She said everything that I wanted to say. But again, so listen, this is the thing. I had
like favors.
Yeah, I did. And I had someone actually inbox me. I had someone, it was a woman. She actually inboxed me and on Night Talks with Sasha. And she was like, I can't believe you a woman and you had that on there and I'm like, you had them on there and you didn't say anything. You must agree with them. And I was like, ma'am, wait a minute. No, you got it all. Did you listen to the end of the show? Because no, I did not agree with anything that they said. Yeah, I was like, no, I don't agree with them. I didn't agree with them. So I definitely want an opportunity to not only give you and other women that, because I have gotten some requests from quite a few, like that show, like a lot, people really took to that show.
It's amazing how it takes one thing, and it could be negative or positive. It just takes one thing to boost the rating. Mm-hmm. No matter, it's like you're vocal on this, and I'm a website with articles where you actually got to read. It takes one thing to boost you, and you just never know what it's going to be.
No, you don't. And that particular show, for the barbershop conversation, and I am disappointed, but at the same time, I think that they, as I said, with my little. Y'all gotta tell me. Like I asked y'all. Hold on, Deirdre. I'm gonna get back in you, but hold on. Okay. Y'all gotta tell me if you like my little AI thing. Like if you like my little AI Night Talk with Sasha, my little Sasha Certified Believer AI. Let me know. Okay, get into it. Let me know. Tell me what you like it because I'm gonna do it anyway. But I just want to hear your opinion. Anyway, that's what I was saying.
Lord.
I think that it was a missed opportunity, and on their part, to really give us as women,
That's not what they were. That's not what they were there for. Those were one of them. When he realized it was over the phone, and he could relax some. It's like he don't have to, put on that pretend like, oh, I got to be chivalrous. I got to be this. When he realized he could just be laid back, be on his phone, he just like, okay, I just got to talk with some sense. And he did. In the beginning of the video, when they were talking about being fathers, they were on a roll. But it took one segment, and that was the shit starter. And homeboy just fell for it. And that's when the barbershop began.
That's when it opened.
They got in those chairs, sat back, got comfortable, and just kept them rolling without realizing there will be a quiz in about 45 to 50 minutes while y'all rolling, and it was called a viewer.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I think that the way that I feel about it, I feel like it was a really good show. I may not agree, but it was a really good show. But I really think that it needed to have it needed some balance. And I really feel like the other two gentlemen that were not able to come on, they would have added that balance. Yeah. So the next time that that I do it again, I'm really gonna have I'm definitely gonna have them on there and have, because one, Miraculous, he's a good balance, like, because he listened to the show. He was like, I'm sorry I didn't get to. He had a family emergency, which I understand. He's like, ooh, it's like I listened to the show and He's like, well, I do think that woman was kind of in her feelings. I'm like, whoa, y'all gotta stop that. Y'all need to understand that when a woman is saying something, and the difference between being angry and passion. Because when you as a man is passionate, we know that, and we can tell the difference between that. So I don't understand why it is so hard for men to not distinguish between the fact that a woman is extremely passionate and the difference between a woman being angry or hurt. Because that woman was neither.
I know, because we was just being educated and teaching them, and she spoke high, and her voice went high because that was internally that was personal, because she is a woman. These fools forgot that they were talking about women. They weren't talking about this Jason or so and so. They put us in general, just in general. And guess what? We are part of that general. And I'll be damned if somebody calls me an incubator and I don't have something to say.
Exactly. Or that there are too many women. Like, and that shit about
like when women become acting like they're bosses. Well, yes, because you see what we have to go through to even get to that level, to even get to the level of respect. It takes us 4 times more than it has for you to even get to the entry level.
Exactly.
So yeah, do our attitudes be a little bit more stronger? Hell yes.
Yeah,
we have to,
because we have more than we have to deal with.
With mine like that tells me think, well, she's just on her period. Oh, she must be this.
Yeah,
she must be going through menopause.
Mm-hmm.
No, but if I was, you'd be dead.
Thank you.
I'm like, if I was, you'd be dead. I'd be behind bars.
Thank you.
So let's not go there. I see my dollar signs just like you see yours. You have a way of handling yours. I have a way of handling mine. I handle it with respect, and I request to be respected as I do it. Because if I'm not coming and disrespecting you, do not come and disrespect me. We're supposed to be lifting each other up, because in the end, when it comes to trying to do what we got to do, all they see is skin color, and it's still a hard level to reach. And we got to do it together. For you to get yours and for me to get mine. We can't get it all together if all we doing is like, trying to put another person down, just trying to do the same thing you're doing, but except we had a vagina.
Exactly. And that's why I say that they missed the mark.
They missed opportunity because they were, because straight barbershop.
Yeah. And it was, and then one of the guys came in and he's like, I pissed some people off, and I guess he thought I was going to be,
that's so.
hell no. I said, I know you did. That's what I said. I'm like,
that's the beginning.
I know you did.
I'm like, oh, boo, that's just the beginning. And it's not that you piss people off and you're like, oh, your 15 minutes of fame. No, boo, you gonna go high. Because not only other people who find your website or your blog or whatever the hell you call your talk, your radio, your podcast, whatever you call yourself doing, but you guys, you want to start doing family. Women who brought you into this world. Your grandmother, your great-grandmother, your sisters, your nieces, all these women.
Your daughters.
You disrespected. Yes, your daughter. That's what I'm like. And the show started off so great. I was like, yes, great father. Oh, okay, a decent grandfather. Then next you know, I'm like, I spoke way too freaking soon. And when you know, I bet you're going to have a whole lot of problems tomorrow. I'm like, I don't know if you're ever going to see that new grandbaby anytime soon, because that incubator probably pissed.
Exactly.
That's what he chose.
Those two things right there are those are the two things that really made it hard for me to hold my tongue and to stay in the role that I said I was going to stay in, that I took for that particular show.
Yeah, because you have to be, being the host and being the person, you have to be neutral. No matter, even if you disagree first, you gotta be neutral. And after it's over with, then you can say what you want to say. You're the only one that has to be neutral. Anybody that calls in responding to that crap is fair game.
Exactly.
And that's what she was.
Exactly.
She was late to the ballpark and made a whole bunch of home runs. She caught the score right on up.
Oh, you sound hurt.
And they didn't know how they figured out how to cut her off. This ain't her show. That was the funny part. They were trying to cut her off, trying to interrupt. I'm like, no, boo-boo, this ain't your show. You forgot. You got too comfortable in that chair.
Exactly.
That was you didn't own it. You did not own that conversation. You were a host. You didn't own it. That's why the host had to put you in check. And that's why I said, I was so proud of you. I was so proud. I'm like, get it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But that was.
It's beginning of summer. I'm extra ignorant during the summertime. I am. I'm born in AC Houston, but I can't stand the heat.
Me either. I was born in Georgia, and I can't stand it. It's and it's affecting my asthma.
Yeah. But
but
that's why,
we talked about that.
Like I said, I told you I was gonna work with somebody to help better represent and to bring black men, the positive aspects of a black man to the show.
Yeah.
And I'm really working on them. We just have to go down on dates.
Yeah.
With him.
We definitely will get those dates. And we'll get that knocked out and finalized. And then, like I said, if I had been able to get in touch with her and been able to get that lady on the show, we would have done it by now.
Definitely. I know, because I so want her on my team. Because you do a remix and those ignorants are there, and I'm not on that phone, I'm going to fly to Atlanta and get you.
Okay. I feel threatened.
You should. I'm not playing.
Okay, good. I thought that's what that was. Okay, I got you. No, absolutely. Because I want the women to have an opportunity to, again, where I am just the facilitator and the moderator. They have their time. And then I would
have the voice.
Yeah. And so, and then at the next time, I would like for all of us, those that will be willing to participate, and especially those two gentlemen, to come back. Because at the time,
I haven't really heard much since then. I don't know if they shouldn't feel comfortable doing it. To be for real, they really shouldn't. But I know the shit starter will probably do it because that's his thing. Shit starting.
Yes, it is.
The other one, I don't know. It's like, I'm pretty sure I would expect he caught some heat, not knowing how much, but I know he caught something. So I don't know if he would want to.
I didn't see anything. You know, they're not gonna really put it out there for you to see it.
Tell you. But I would like to believe he caught something, and it wasn't an STD. Yeah. He caught something. I would like to
called
believe he called
damn Faye.
You basically, because you talk about you have a wife. I'm like, so you agreeing that your wife is an incubator? Good luck with that, going home to that one.
Exactly.
How you think?
That's
what you think
I was
about
like.
women?
You co-signing that? I could not believe he co-signed. Cause I think so. I think
because
honestly, with the shit starter. With the shit starter, I get him. I know what he do.
Yeah,
but
he just saying
with the barber, with the barber, I was like, oh, this can't be, because
when you talk about being a boss lady, how that's a downgrade. When they talk about what was the one about being in films and stuff, how that's degrading.
Yeah.
Because women stand out more to where they're not just playing the maid. Really? You look down because they gotten better roles to where they can play, not have to be backseat, but they are like a main character, and they need to know their place. Are you serious? I think you must not watch
That's what
TV.
I said.
You go play your video games, and you play your Mortal Kombat, and you just look at the big boobs. That's it.
Because I had him on. The reason why it was so shocking that he said that was because I've had him on another show before where I talked about sex trafficking, and he was on there. He came on that show. Huh?
He flipped the script.
What?
That means he was opposite of what he was on this newer one.
Yeah, to me he was. I don't know if it's so much he flipped the script or I just got to see another side of him.
When I say flip the script compared to what him and the shit shower was doing, that means he was more respectable when it came to the sex trafficking. He was a more respectable guest.
Yeah, he was. He was more respectable, and he spoke from a more emotionally intelligent space.
Yeah. He flipped the script because he went from emotional being stable to downright ignorant and stupid.
I'm talking about my friend that bad. Damn.
No, I don't know him to talking bad about him in general, but what came out of his mouth on that podcast was stupid.
Yeah.
Ignorant.
I feel you.
Disrespectful.
Mhm. I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
If he hasn't got any flashback from that crap, please bring him on so he can get the much needed attention he needed for that podcast.
But hey, it is what it is. So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna definitely do it again. And that brings me back to another show. The show that I had where we had Michael Warrior Bonds, the poet from Boston, when he was on there and he was talking to us about being an emotionally intelligent man. I thought that was a really good show as well.
That was a good.
That was a really good show. Of course. Let me not forget my girl, LaQuisha Brown, baby. Pretty fat girl gang. Yes, don't piss me off. That was a good show. I really enjoyed doing that show.
You have a good amount of shows to where if you can look back, you can like, yes. It feels like some to where it's rare that you have ones where it's like, ooh, maybe no. No, you have more positive than negative. You do. Because even as much as we're talking about how negative those two idiots were, there was still positivity in it, not only from the female that call in, but just the fact that we know that it made a difference because how much people paid attention to it and how much people rebuked it. They know that one, they know that that's not you. That was pure them. Because that's not your norm. You're not no Jerry Springer. You're not trying to, bring on the fakeness. That was totally them. That was not your character. That was not the theme of how you run your show. But you dealt with a topic, and unfortunately, that's what came to the floor. And they showed it.
And that's what I tried to explain to that lady. And I afterwards, she responded back, and she was like, "Oh, well, I was mad." I was like, I know, I get that, but that's not me.
Yeah,
no,
any woman listening, it took a lot for a woman to listen the whole way through. Because that was almost 2 hours of pure disrespect of a black woman from black men. So I can understand why some did not get through. Because when you had me tell me, like, you need to listen to this, please. And I'm like, okay. And you know what parts I was getting to because I was texting you like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, really? This is really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You were. You absolutely were. And I was like, girl.
Oh. And it
was, Deidre, that was so hard. I'm not even going to bullshit. That was
hard.
That was so hard. That was so hard. Because there was so many times when I was about to jump in there, but then, I was like, okay,
you have to
pull back. You
have to be the host, not putting your view. Because if you putting, it's like it's not equal. You're not
exactly
already there's a balance. So you couldn't make it more imbalanced than it already was. So I know how hard it was.
It was very hard.
That's why when Conrad came on, it was like, yes. That way, when she came on, that gave you the opportunity to get in there because that was a balance.
Absolutely.
As a woman, and especially a black fat woman, everybody under the moon sun is gonna come after these fools.
Girl, that's what I was thinking too.
I would hope for their sake that they did not promote. That they did not promote.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me see who this is.
Okay.
Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Greetings and salutations, my friends.
Hello, lovely.
How are you both? This is Riri. And I just wanted to see if I could kind of make a comment on the show, just to kind of piggyback off of what you guys are saying.
Okay.
I hated them.
Thank you.
They suck. There is no. I think I was blowing your chat up so much during the episode, but there is no gay agenda. We don't care.
No,
we do not care enough. We do not care enough to want to take the man from you. Hello, have you seen men? Have you heard that women are more afraid of men than a bear?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
I did not like how he was continuously they were trying to continuously talk over the young lady who called in. All she was trying to do was sow seeds of love and support and just kind of show the other side of that coin. And how
they try to make it hormonal. Yeah, I agree.
They tried to turn it around on the women. I just thought that you handled that so well. that you had to moderate your own show, and I wanted to call in, but I didn't want to call in and be politically incorrect because, I will incorrect. I know I said that wrong.
You should have called in. You should have, never, ever.
Fuck you, nigga, we don't give a fuck.
Sometimes the fuck you have to come off for people to realize I'm not playing.
Yeah,
sometimes when they want to pull that, she's emotional or she's or whatever, instead of just when they know that they're in the wrong and they know that you're speaking right, sometimes you have to go to the fuck you and everything else for them to realize I can play your game, but I'm still going to be better because I can do it intelligent as well. That's
correct.
Never,
I think it's a big difference. I think it's a big difference between being emotional and being aggressive and being assertive. And I think that anytime they are questioned, they think or they call it, one of those ones that have more of a negative connotation when it comes to women. But either way it goes, I think he's handling it really well. I can't wait for them to come back and be. I can't wait for them to come back and actually have a conversation with some women who can speak and handle themselves, the right way or whatever. Not that the young lady didn't, but so that they'll have somebody to actually contest in the moment as opposed to everyone having to, go back to what you said. No, baby, we're going to handle this right now like you sucked now. And let me call you on it now.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say keep up the good work.
Thank you, lovely.
Me.
Thank you. It's always good to hear from you. I love you.
I love you too. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks again.
Good night.
Thank you. Talk to you later.
I'll see you later.
Why am I waving at myself? I actually waved bye-bye.
You hot, sis. You hot. You hot.
Yeah, but I'm waving at the wrong direction, though. If I'm hot, I'm waving at the wrong direction. I'm like, why did I just wave bye-bye? I'm like, I'm on the phone.
Yeah, wow. I was like, what? Oh, Lord. I don't know why people think that.
When guys do, they try to try to bring down a female when she's being positive or when she's being assertive, I think it intimidates because you bring it in. You try so hard to bring her down. And I'm like, if it's that easy to bring you down, and when that person is not even on the level of where you even matter, that just shows how low you are. Right.
It's automatically a sign of
insecurity.
To try to turn something around like that and tell a woman. But you know what gets me though? The one that gets me, and it's sad to say, I kind of expect it from men, but then to get that same behavior from another woman that is falling into the trap of the patriarchy, and just goes like, oh yeah, you're too emotional and you're too this, and I'm like, you crazy?
I'm like, did you forget everything that you had to go through? Of course, you better
because
you better use those emotions.
They don't say the same thing about you.
You use those emotions to rethink your angle because you already know there's going to be roadblocks. You need to refocus and redo things. You use those emotions to get where you got to go. Because sometimes even thinking with a clear head is not going to get you everywhere. But when you're emotional and you got your heart involved in it, you will go further. So,
exactly.
I will always say I'm emotional. Those emotions work hand in hand. Because isn't it, if a guy could have feelings as a female, you want to see that no matter, even though that you want to be there to protect her, you also know that girl can take care of herself.
Exactly.
Because she can handle her emotions to handle the business or whatever goes in hand.
Whatever needs to be done, exactly.
That's why
that comes into
you can handle it. That wouldn't be a problem. But if you can't handle it, you try to bring it down, and that's like, that was just insecurity.
It is. when a man can appreciate and respect the fact that a woman is in tune into her emotions, not only is he emotionally intelligent as a man, but he is also, it's a sign of respect. Because if you don't respect a woman, how can you be with a woman? And that's the thing that men are missing today.
Those two did not care. They were like, yeah, I got mine. So it's all, so who, just scrap the rest. But I'm like, you are not talking like you represent your queen that's in your house. You're talking like she's just a little piece of pussy, a lint that you knocked up. And you just dealing with.
But that's a sign of someone's true character.
Yeah. No, because don't get me wrong. I like my family goes deep back, and there's so much misogyny in that crap is ridiculous. Hell, I put my my oldest brother there, and I'm still pissed he only got 6 months. So I know. I know the misogyny world, but it's not. Even one thing I've learned, even if you were born around it, it's still your choice to either to copy it or to change it.
Yeah.
Because when you know it's in you, it's still up to you to act on it or do something about it. It don't matter. Okay, go. That's what happened in the. So we know what you chose not to do, compared to that's what you chose to copy. It's their choice, not whatever that was in the past. That's I know.
I agree with that, and a lot of people don't understand the concept of misogyny, nor do they understand misogyny noir. They don't get it. And
now, for some strange reason, well, not really strange, because this generation right now is so different from when I was younger. So when I was in my 20s, so they don't really see it as much as when I did, when it was just full blown blast. To the point where I'm like, okay, I can master door slamming in a day, not a problem. But now, it's by no means has it gone away, but it's just so. I don't want to say hidden, but it's just like it's hidden, but it's still in view. It's like
it is hidden. I think you would be. I think you would be correct in saying that.
Yeah, it's there, but it's not being letting it be known. That's what that is. It's just part of the atmosphere. It's just like a city skyline. You know, there's a bunch of buildings there, but what is each building? You don't know, but you know it's there.
Yeah.
So this generation doesn't really get or truly understand how bad it is coming. They can listen to their elders and to give them stories, but they're gonna take it as stories because they have not fully experienced it. And the little bit that they do experience, it's so hidden in daylight, where it's just it's just so and so. And when it really is something totally different.
Yeah, because the patriarchy is still very strong, and it has not gone nowhere. In actuality, it seems like it has got. But one thing I do appreciate though is that the misogyny that is there, it is. I agree with you, but at the same time, I kind of disagree because I think it is being more identified. I think that it's being called. It's not being called what exactly it is.
Yeah, because I'm like, we've had some Me Too moments, and we've had those things to where, we got called out. in that aspect when it's on just about those particular topics. But when it comes down to just daily BS
it's not.
Like when it comes to job security and any other just daily little things, that part is not always seen. Because when you think misogyny, you're automatically going to go through race. You're going to go through all these sort of different high issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. But when you come down to the everyday life stuff, it's like that's where it gets to where, like, okay, Joe at the barbershop can do, charge you $15 more because you got a boob and he gets to look down at it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
I can appreciate the fact that now that misogyny, especially misogyny noir, is being more identified in women, because I think that in order to cut and kill the snake, you gotta cut the head off. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times women are not, their behavior is not identified, and how much it's some black women, especially, I know people gonna get mad at me, but it's my opinion, but especially some black women that are in the church.
Oh yeah. You're not gonna get me to disagree. I'm sorry. No, I'm right along with you. I'm like, I praise the Lord, but guess what? I'm just not gonna praise it with you because I'm not getting struck by lightning. No. Because they're the worst judgment of what they're doing in the name of God, and that's why I take 5 steps backwards and I rebuke you. No. And it's sad that it's so much that aspect. And it's that right there. It's its own podcast and series. Because because there's gonna be so many where they can say, look, okay, this is positive. My church isn't like that. Your church might not be like that, but I'm sure you got that in those seats. Because as much as you want to say that, your congregation is all great and dandy, but you can't hear them, speaking. And
absolutely.
When they open those doors, you're not in their homes while they on their phones doing the dirty work for the Lord.
Yeah. Yep. Or as we say, those kitchen table conversations.
That ain't even. We don't even do the kitchen table no more. That stuff is just read out. Let's just do a mass email. Girl, I'm dead serious.
It is.
I've had my own experiences with that to the point to where I tell people, give people back. When I start going off on stuff, they're like, "D, are you serious?" And then I start giving them a bunch of experiences I've had, and they're like, "Oh, you're making it up," and I have to give them the look like, "Where else would I get the info from?" Yeah, I mean, dead serious. That's why I said that right there, podcast in itself.
It is.
Because
and we're going to touch on it. Because there are, like I said,
you got your bad, but unfortunately, it's not right to downplay the bad because you want it to seem so good. No, it's going to come out good because you acknowledge the bad, not hide it. Because no facility is perfect. Everybody's gonna have some good ones and some ones that make you go and some bad ones. But what happens is what makes it better is acknowledging it. There are some that's like, okay, we got to tell we don't ever have to worry about putting out a schedule because we got Sister Elizabeth. Acknowledge. You got the gossip. We got this one who's gonna do this. We got the mass emailing Sister Kate. And it's always a sister. And I know it's not just the sister. I know myself it's not just the sister. Brothers be doing some stinky stuff as well.
They sure do.
But that's why, like, that right there is a podcast, and might be even be a series on Minecraft. Who knows? But no,
absolutely.
I'm not trying to get a thesis in my comment sections anymore. Really, it took my computer a good 5 minutes to delete somebody's comments because it was that freaking long.
A dissertation.
It was everything, her acceptance speech to Harvard and everything. I'm like, okay, just say you don't agree. And I'm all the same.
I want
check out the other post.
I can't say anything. I laugh because I've done that too.
Oh, I know you have. I've talked to you long enough to know. I know you have.
Yep.
See, my longest comments is like when I go into battle mode. I have no problem speaking. People think because I'm quiet and that's to a degree I am a little shy. People don't believe that, but I am. But
me too.
I did do a little debating. I did do a little public speaking. I have done a lot of competitions. I've been in front of a mic quite a few times for a few years. So me being in front of a mic and me being able to speak ain't a problem. So, and that's why that intimidates. But it intimidates. And that's we got to do a thing about, okay, you talking about 6 months. I got a question. Out of your show, what were your top 3 that just made you go, well, damn, I did that? Out of all your shows, period. Not just this 6 months.
Well, one of the top ones that I will have to say is getting LaQuisha Brown on my show. Like, everybody know her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was on my show. That one made me do that one. Pretty Fat Girl Gang. Let's see. Another one was when I did last year when I did the poetry show. I hadn't even I hadn't been doing my podcast. I just started that, and that was the first show that I did where I had like four different poets on at one time, and I hadn't really done a show in like 3-4 years. So that one was one that, and it made me go like, yes, I fucking got it. Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. And the other one was when I did the hot seat, because I got so much feedback from that show. Like, one of my friends, she said, I just listened to your show. You were in the hot seat. I said, oh, okay, cool. Well, tell me what you thought. She's like, girl, you sound so comfortable and so secure, and you just, like, confident. And I was like, she sounds professional. I said, wait, now, back up. Don't do that. We are professional over here. But that one was a really good one.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, because that show not only was cathartic, it was very cathartic for me. that particular show when I was in the hot seat. It was very cathartic. I needed that.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, I needed that show. I needed it to gauge and to see where I had come from, to like see it for myself, because people can tell you anything. And people can say, "Oh, I'm proud of you, and you're doing this, and you're doing that." But if you don't see it for yourself,
they're just saying it to be saying it. I know.
Yeah, exactly. And so going back, listening to that show, and hearing myself, and remembering the things in those moments, and then looking at myself and like, damn. Look what I've done. Like, look at the shit that I have done. And I'm battling cancer. And I feel sorry for myself.
Like I said,
wrong with me?
Cancer is a part of your life, but that's not keeping you from living. And you
living.
No,
exactly. Kicking ass every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, since those are your top three. Since those are your top three, let's hear your bottom three.
Oh, shit. The bottom three, this one was way back last year when I first got started. And one of me and my former co-hosts were on the show, and she pissed me off. Like, she just pissed me off to the highest point of pissivity. And instead of me, like, I just let it go. It was just dead air. I didn't say nothing else. I was just like, fuck it. I was done. The done. Yeah, that one. And the other two women, my other two former co-hosts, they were on there, and they just talked, because me, like, one of them, Beauty, she felt it. She felt me shut down. She felt it. And I was like, I just let you want to do what you want to do. Fuck it. You got it. Because I just, I was tired. I was battling constantly. I can say that now. I was battling constantly. Some of those shows were really good, but then there were a lot of those shows where they just wasn't good at all, because it was very contentious between me and one of my co-hosts. Like, she and I could not find a balance to work with each other in a way that was conducive to be on the air. Like, we brought our shit that was supposed to be in the background, it came on the air. Like, so a lot of those shows, there's quite a few. I can't go through and name but it's quite a few of those particular shows where and honestly, and I want people to know, those that go back and listen or have been listening and remember them on there, because there were some good times. I'm not going to sit here and say that it wasn't. There were some good times between us, but at the same time, if one of my co-hosts, we can, if we both will be honest with each other right now, we can both go back and say, I know I can, that it was contentious and that we did not have a very good working relationship to be on the air with each other. Because I was trying to make something happen and not step into my full role of being the head of this show, being the front runner. I was trying to make it a group activity when it didn't need to be a group activity, when it should have been me doing this podcast, coming back, and doing it by myself and having, like I do now, you come on and this person come on, whomever I want to come on and put in the spot, the co-host with me or conversate with me, converse with me, instead, I tried to make a group activity, and it didn't need to be. Because, you know, for whatever reason, we didn't.
How many is that?
It worked,
2?
but it didn't.
Yeah. How many is that? 2? I said, how many is that? 2 or is that 1?
That's 3.
Oh, okay. That's I'm like, okay.
That's 3. Because it's more than one show. It's more than one particular show. I can tell you one. It was, you want the name of the particular show. You want to go back and listen to it?
We get that was issue with the host and like the group aspect. To me, that's 1. Y'all finding contention. Y'all were bumping heads. Okay, it still go to me. That still counts as 1. Now,
that's just 1.
That's just 1. You kept going on 1. I was like, on 1, nice try. That's 1.
Damn.
So, yeah.
It was another one. Oh, wait. I know another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this one. I had someone on my show that was local from my town, and she's an actress, a comedian, and she sings and all that good stuff. And I think the show was okay, but she sung on the show, and then I did not have my sound. It wasn't as good as it is now, and so the sound is like,
yeah.
But yeah, that was one. And another one was, I did this money show. I used to try to do this money show where I would talk about money stuff, whatever. And I had a friend on to talk about Bitcoin, and I tried to get my co-host to understand what Bitcoin was, right?
Ooh,
and to engage in the conversation. It didn't go very well. It didn't. Yeah. He was really good at explaining it, but there was no rapport. Like, I'm the only one talking to him. And it was like, well, oh, that's your friend. Now, it's a lot of shows like that, too, where I'm the only one doing the talking, and they were, so, anyway. Nobody else is on there. They're just, they're just there.
We're going to move on from that part. We're going to move on from that part. Oh, my goodness.
I'm done. I gave you 3.
Okay, I got you. I'll take those 3. I got you.
Well, maybe they were 3 different shows.
Well, yeah, but I would hope so.
They were 3 different shows.
Let's see.
I'm trying to get Beth back on. Beth the entertainer. I'm trying to get her back on the show, and she wants to come on and co-host with me one day. So I'm gonna let her come on, and I'm gonna get her to come on and co-host and see if she'll sing for us again. She has a really lovely voice. She has a kind of a deep, husky kind of voice when she sings. Sounds really good. She does a lot of jazz. She sings a lot of jazz. So very good voice. Yeah. So, but she sounds pretty good.
Oh, that'd be cool to hear. We did your favorite 3. We did your least favorite. Give me 3 wishful issue podcasts you would want to do.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's the interviewer and me.
I know. I would love to have Nikki Giovanni on my podcast.
That'll be cool.
Yeah,
that's one.
I love Nikki Giovanni. Another one that would be, oh, goodness. I can't think of anybody else. I went blank.
There was somebody who you would call him Babe.
Michael B. Jordan?
There you go.
Nah, not really.
So what
Jill
the hell was I listening to the other night? I
don't want to interview him. I just want to look at him. Hell, I don't want to talk to him. Like, there's some men that you talk to.
You can Google it.
There's some, like, I want to look at him. Come on. And there's some men that you want to look at.
I get you.
There's some you want to talk to. He's just something I want to look at. Jill Scott. I would love to have Jill Scott on my show.
Okay, you and me both. Yeah, you and me both.
I would love to have her. Let me go to Tennessee. Let's go to Tennessee and find her.
Don't tempt. Do not tempt.
Well,
don't
come on.
Really get
she lives in the mountains. Come on. She lives in Tennessee in the mountains. We'll find her. Somebody knows where she is.
Yeah, you find me in the ER wondering how the hell I fall off a freaking tree.
How the hell you gonna get up the tree?
I saw it afro and I thought it was her.
Oh gosh. Who else would I like to get on the show?
Yeah, one more.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. I can't think of anybody else right now.
It's not entertaining.
It was one, but she's deceased now, though.
Who?
Toni Morrison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would like to talk to Toni Morrison. I would have loved to talk to Toni Morrison.
Okay,
there could be some other ones. Like, I'm a nerd. Angela Davis would be a good one.
True.
Angela Davis would be good too. Like all the history, she would be good.
Okay. Now.
And a chef is a chef that I would like to get. I would like to talk to. Well, I don't know if you really consider her a chef, but Pinky Cole, Slutty Vegan, I would love to have her on my show.
That'd be cool. Well, all you can do is try.
Yeah.
Reach out.
Exactly. Yeah, I got LaQuisha Bray.
Exactly. That tells you.
Write a letter.
Yeah, but that's all you can do is just put in the effort to try. It's like, will it happen? Who knows? But you made an effort at trying to reach the goal.
Exactly.
And I think that's the biggest hurdle. is
It is.
putting the effort because it feels like it's so unreachable. People don't even try, but that's the achievement. You tried.
Exactly. Exactly. Because I didn't think that she was gonna read my letter. Honestly, I did not think she was gonna read my email. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I just sent it. Like I felt I felt it. Like, okay, send it. Like, I need to get her on my show. I would love to get her on my show. That's what I said. I would love to get her on my show. And I sent her an email, and then I sent her a DM through Instagram. So she read both of them. And she called me.
Cool.
Because I gave her my number.
There you go.
Yeah, so it can definitely work. And it's about manifesting it. I manifested that. I spoke it. And I went out there and I wasn't afraid to get it. And you have to believe in what you're doing and where you are and go for it. Because, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything.
That is very true.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, and Monica Kaufman-Pearson. She's a local news anchor. Huh?
I knew some more than talking you. No.
She's a anchor. She used to be an anchor on local news in Atlanta, Channel 2, WSB. She's a Black news anchor, and I would love to talk to her and ask her, like, pick her brain about being an anchor and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I have
now,
a couple of.
What about you?
Anchors. Ooh, I knew that was coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Top 3 favorite. There's 3 categories. Okay. One is Sharita Tate, and that's the cousin of George Foreman.
Okay.
Self-explanatory. George Floyd. My bad.
That's okay.
George Floyd. I know. I don't know why I'm thinking about burgers right now.
You hungry?
Yeah, I don't need to be eating this late. Self-explanatory. Another, because that's like, that's as serious as you can get. And then,
yeah, it is.
So when I need comic relief, there's Real Henry. If you know the TikTok, the influencer that does he's acting like he's in the studio. He does the weird bars where he'll make. I got to interview him, and that's a live. He, instead of just answering the questions, he filmed it, so it's a live video.
Oh wow,
so that's really cool. And my number one, Poetry the Poet. It's my favorite number one for so many reasons. First, I love his poetry. First time I noticed, I saw him, he was on Def Jam. He did Def Jam poetry. I mean, he did this piece about money. Like money was his girlfriend and she was cheating on him because she was changing on him. He was he was doing all that kind of stuff to the point of like, I feel you. But this is as much as being as funny as he is, he's creative. He won a Tony He performed for Obama both terms. So this was a high mark interview.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, okay, I'm like fangirl of this person. I never, when I got to interview him, it never, because my interviews are through email. I didn't really catch on that, I'm thinking, representative and all that kind of stuff, just been helping, that's fine. I did not realize I've been talking to the man for a good while, acting a fool. But, like when you're around somebody, it's like you want to represent being your best. And exactly. I'm doing my best. I'm doing the best showing my ass. And I was, because okay, this is how I did that. I'm in a lot of poetry groups. I didn't even think of myself as a poet growing up, but I still call myself a rookie. Got into the poetry scene, going in the poetry world in around 2003, 2004.
Okay.
And so I'm in a lot of poetry groups. And there's this one group that's like, they tell them, you're a poet when, and you gotta come off, with your one-liners. You gotta, how you good can be. I'm like, I'm competitive, so this is right up my alley. And it's like they would come up with different things, and I was like, okay, I got it, go on. And I was making the administrators laugh their butts off. Like, okay, this time it's intentional, because normally I make people laugh, and I don't see what's funny, but okay. So I'm just going, and that's how I got the interview, because he was hosting one of the administrators' shows in LA. So that's how I got the interview. So that's why my brain did not click. You were actually talking to the person to say.
Wow.
Well, the interview goes, and I'm like, I'm doing bars. It's like it's like he's impressed and all that kind of stuff, but we steady just laughing back and forth. One day, I decide to play my Def Jam. This is back when we had DVDs.
And you realize it was him.
And it comes on, and when I hear the voice, when you watch a movie and people they walk around brushing their teeth or whatever, then they back up, and then when something plays and they slowly walk forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that moment.
You had that moment.
I had that moment with my own TV. And it came to the realization he was the administrator.
Did you ever tell him that?
I did recently, and he laughed his butt off.
Oh.
And I'm just like, but it ended up really cool, because it's like he just put out a new book, and it's a lot of affirmations and stuff like that, and he wanted me to review it, to write a review. I'm like, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Why not?
Want me?
Yeah. Why not?
I'm like, are you just making fun of the fact that how speechless I was in my own damn apartment? And I'm like, I was just like, I was still in gobsmacked that, okay, I was just literally showing my ass to somebody. But now I was like, okay, cool. I mean, it was a great moment. Still in the same breath, I'm like, dude, you're a Tony Award winner. More than, I believe, more than once. can get anybody.
Okay.
Where people actually know them. But I was like, okay, cool. Okay.
Okay, so what's your least favorite? Because we're kind of running out of time.
Yeah. I can say the most recent is Tiffany Scales, and it's not that she did something bad. It's completely on me. I didn't do enough research, so I feel like I didn't interview her at my best. It was a weak interview. Let's see, another one. It was about Trump. That's when I got the thesis in my comments. I'm like, I hate this. No.
And Tiffany Scales, I want people to know, she, her stage name is Wordmatician, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because she's a poet.
And
a spoken word artist.
She's a spoken word artist, but she also does film. Because she was doing she had a film that was in the film festival. And that's why I feel like my interview was so bad, is because it's like I didn't research enough to like, okay, I could have went in more about the films and all that other stuff. So it was for me, that was my lowest. And I keep saying I gotta do that over again. A third least favorite. I caught myself doing an interview with someone that was supposed to be doing like AI artwork, and they were just totally bogus. It was just a bunch of BS. So they were feeding me a bunch of BS.
Oh wow! Yeah,
I haven't taken. I take that back. I did take the crap off. I'm like, no, I'm not keeping that on my page website. Let's see.
Yeah, you have to be careful with those AI artists because a lot of them are bogus, unfortunately. Like,
well, it was like he tried to do something for me as a specialist. I'm like, okay, great. I'm like, dude, I can do this, and I don't do it. AI. Tell me, like, you just just don't download an app, and it automatically change the color. Yeah. 3 people that are.
A lot of people.
3 people. Yeah. There's got to be. It's tricky all around. 3 people I would want to be on my website: Malcolm Jamal Warner, Jill Scott, and my third one, Morgan. It's hard between those 2. I'll do Freeman.
Morgan Freeman?
Mhm.
You want Jesus on your magazine?
Yeah, that's because he's Jesus. That man better write.
Exactly. He's Jesus. Exactly.
Like, girl, don't. I tried to get telling you, but you just too stubborn to listen. Exactly.
Yeah. Malcolm Jamal Warner would be dope. Like his poetry is so.
But he's a poet. He's a musician. He's a producer. He's all things. What surprises, and what surprises me is a lot of people don't know that. And that's something I always try to tell people. Like when just to understand about like how things are done. I'm like, okay, take Destiny Child. When they broke up, you know, you got Kelly that was doing music and Beyonce. So Beyonce, it's all over on this side of this part, but like take it over to like California, they were playing more Kelly than they were playing Beyonce. And I'm like, there's more of Kelly music on that area than her home base. So it's like a lot of people don't know. Okay, yeah, they know he do poetry, but they don't know about the jazz, and they don't know about how he goes through like standing up Black pride and all these aspects of him. And he uses how well he uses his platform to be so positive, even in the negative. So that's always been one of my dream interviews. If I could, it would be that. It would be him and Just God. I love Just God.
I love Just God.
Yeah, there's no other reason. You don't even have to look.
Yeah,
it's just God.
It's just God. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I've seen her twice in concert, and both times
I've never
like every time she came
on TV.
Oh my gosh, you gotta see her live, friends. Like you gotta see her live. It just Every time I saw her, she came out on stage. Both times, both shows, I cried like a baby. I don't know why. But I just cried.
She represents so much for women, especially heavy women. Because you notice how everybody starts heavy, they always get down the lane. They get downsized. They lose that weight. And I'm like, she lost one, but I'm like, she's still representing the heavy girls.
Yep, she is.
So, I like the fact that she don't sugarcoat. Look, if you want her, this is why you want her. It's because of her voice, and it's because of her skills. She can act. She can do these things, big belly or not.
Thank you.
So,
and she's like I think she's a 5-range octave or something like that.
She can hit the notes.
Yeah, like Mariah Carey is 7.
Unlike my Scooby-Doo voice, no. She can hit her voice. She can hit those notes.
Yeah, I remember seeing her one time doing some opera on television. She was on television and she did some opera. It was.
I remember that, and the reason I remember because I used to sing in choir. I had to sing those notes, so I know how hard those notes are. So I'm like, yeah,
they are hard.
That's talent. Every time when people be talking,
very talented.
I can do that. Okay, can you do it in one breath? And know how to catch that breath and without it being shown that you taking a breather.
Right.
You got your lungs prepared for that. Do you know the skills it takes to do that? To stay on that note and increase it?
To hit from that, to make your diaphragm.
Yeah, exactly. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
imagine,
I did my worst 3, and I did my 3-1. I won.
You just cut me all off. I was in the zone. I was in the Jill Scott zone. You just ripped it off. Just bring it back.
Because I'm like, you been there, I ain't. I'm like, don't make me hate.
Okay. Go ahead.
And I'm like, okay, I know why that was funny, but this time I got it.
You just got it.
Yeah, I got it. I see why that was funny. But because there'll be times I'm like, it'll be 6 months or a year later. I'm like, oh, that was why it was so funny.
Okay.
I have a poem called "What Happened to Your Teeth." It took me a good 2 years to figure out what was so funny. I really don't know what happened to your teeth. And my son just looked at me like I lost my mind. I'm like, okay.
Anyway.
There, and I'm like, did you get a fight? Did you slip and fall? What the hell happened to your freaking mouth?
They call it summertime.
Huh?
They call it summertime. Like you got sun teeth here, sun teeth there.
No, that's summer ended because that was nothing in sight. Not a one.
Okay.
The funniest thing about it is, okay, I understand now. I understand why it was so funny. But the origin of that poem was the fact that my dad lost half his dentures. How did you lose half? Thank you. You put both in the cup. How did you lose half? What happened to your teeth? See, that was the inspiration of the title, but I took it to a whole new level to where it was like, was it game beating? Was it sucker punch? You know, what the? I just trying to figure what happened.
Okay, so I've known someone that has done that as well. They lost their dentures, but they lost their dentures because they threw them away in a field. Like they were tipsy. They were drunk. Let's just say they were pissy drunk.
My dad don't drink, and he stays in a little 2-bedroom house. I'm like, how the hell do you lose half your teeth and it stay in the one cup?
This woman threw hers.
You don't have a dog. You don't have a cat to come, picking it up for you, walking around with half dentures in their mouth. Yeah. Because I've seen people like dogs go still grind his teeth and they come out and they got their teeth in their mouth. I've seen that.
Yeah, I know.
You don't let dogs, you don't have any pets. I'm like I said, it's a small and it's one floor, so I'm like, you would have.
Well, did he ever find them?
No, we have to buy new dentures. What happened to your teeth? One of these days I'm going to go in my archive and pull up the poem so you can really understand how funny it was. But
it's funny. I get it.
I know, but you ain't heard it. But the thing was that was the origin of it, because I'm like, how did you lose half your dentures?
And he had no idea.
You put them away, and you had them in your suitcase, and they lost your luggage or something. I get that, but you don't travel for that to even happen.
He had a wild night.
No, not too much. No, my dad ain't that damn wild. No, his idea of wild is playing pig tag and dominoes.
Maybe that's why he lost his teeth. He lost them in a pity pat war.
No, because I know who he was playing against. I'm like, he had the dentures and the other one had the fake leg. So I'm like, there was no need for no exchange. There was no need for an exchange.
It wasn't an exchange. He lost it. Yeah. It was a part of the bet.
No, I know he lost it. That was dang sure. We know he lost it.
He lost his bottom denture in the pity pat war game. You know, you put penny pack.
That plays with pennies and nickels. He ain't putting nothing up for grabs.
Pennies and nickels.
Yeah, yep. Play with pennies and nickels. That man was cheap as hell. I love him. He's my dad, but he also was a janitor that was taking care of 7 kids. He ain't putting nobody's any kind of extra real money on no bet. He did pennies and nickels. I just like, okay. Yeah, so we need not to take him to no damn slot machines because we stop him in one spot and he'll be there put him there in the morning, he'll be there at night. And he still hadn't used all the change that he brought with him.
I like that. You my kind of girl.
That's my dad. But yeah, that's where the origin of what happened to your teeth was from. And nobody would do it. They just thought it was being crazy. I'm like, no, what happened to your teeth?
What happened to your teeth? That's funny. I don't know why. Okay.
I can see maybe, one, you got individual containers and one falls, in between the dresser or something. But you can we looked under the bed, in between. We moved, my sister now moved stoves and everything because they like, I'd be damned if I pay for a whole new set of dentures. So it's like, we checking everywhere. It's a small house. They were checking underneath the house just to make sure. I'm like, I've never seen these women go so low.
Well, okay. You know what?
Uh-huh.
My grandmother did that one time. She took her dentures out. Now listen, we're at a restaurant.
Oh no, I have a sister who takes her shoes off. She don't care.
Okay, I can deal with that, but damn. My grandmother took her dentures out.
No. The toes are just as bad as the dentures. No. Everybody's toes should not be. Exactly.
That's true.
I love them, but no. Mm-mm.
My nanny took her dentures out. We were eating dinner. I think we were eating. It was a holiday or something. Anyway.
Uh-huh.
So she took them out. She put them on the plate. She put her dentures, wrapped them up in the napkin, and put them on the plate. And so here comes the waitress.
Oh no!
To clean out the table, and my grandmama is with no teeth, no dentures, nothing. Hey! Wait a minute! Get my damn teeth! And the white woman look at the waitress looking like, excuse me? What you say? She said, get my damn teeth. Why you take that off? She's like, I don't have your teeth, ma'am. It's just like, you got my teeth on that damn plate. Give me my teeth. And she looked down, and then the woman looked down, and she realized that on the plate there were a set of dentures. If she could have dropped that plate and ran.
Oh, my Lord.
I was like, Nanny, you traumatized that poor lady. She's like, she dropped that plate so fast. Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. How did I know? I didn't know. And she backed away from the table.
And I wouldn't come back. I'm like, Let me know when they're gone. And then I'll go back to finish cleaning. And let me know they are going out the door.
That's what she did too. She did not come back over there.
I'll wait till they leave. Because I already know the people around that have something to say when I get to that table.
The people around us was like, because I think it was Mother's Day. And the restaurant was full. Yeah, it was full. And the people were around. And they heard my grandma, everybody looking like, hey, wait a minute, it's my damn teeth. And everybody looking like, huh? And we sitting up there, it was four, like my grandmother, great-grandmother, my mother, and myself, 4 generations. And me and my mama sitting there with our hand over our face where nobody can't see us. Like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. And my great-grandma was like, it was. And my great-granny, she's like, Lord, you about lost your teeth. Not, here, daughter, you should put your teeth back in your head. Don't put your teeth on the plate. She put her teeth on a plate, wrapped them up in a napkin.
Did she get a decent tip for that fear?
Yeah, she got a tip. I don't know if it was enough to cover her fear, the trauma, but she got a tip.
Oh, God. I'm still talking about that to this day. You want to talk about the craziest thing that happened to me? Let me tell you about something I'm still in the dentures.
Yeah. She looked like, I don't have, her face was just like stricken. She was like, ma'am, I don't have your teeth. She was like, yes, you do. It's on my damn plate. I didn't tell you to get my damn plate. Like, huh? She's like, it's on that plate right there in your hand. She pointed at the poor woman. And she looked down, and then as she looked down, you could see that the napkin, like part of the denture, was not the whole thing, but part of the denture was showing a little. Then my grandma was like, I guess I won't do that shit no more. My mom was like, I would hope not.
Yeah.
But she did. She did it again.
Oh, guess what?
So did
my dad. Yeah, so did my dad. But that time he was on the better insurance, we didn't have to worry no more.
Yep. Now, it was my grandmother's sister that had got pissy ass drunk and was gonna fight some woman over the woman's man, and pulled her dentures out and threw them in the damn field. And then the next day, she had to try to go in the field and find her damn dentures. Yeah. Yeah. And on that note, I'm going to end this.
I bow down to you. I bow down. I go give you that one.
She did. It was my great aunt. They were at this club, and they was at this club out in the woods.
You say club. That right there gives you 4 points. This is not gonna be good. It's gonna be good, but it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah, it's not. It's the club. It was a club out in the woods. Okay. Yeah, it was a club out in the woods. And the name of the club was the Plastic Club. Now, why was it called the Plastic Club, you ask?
I'm afraid.
Because it was just like the frame of a house, and it had no walls, and so they had plastic up, and that was the walls. It was plastic, and it was called the Plastic Club. And they would go out there and they would drink, and they would fry fish and fry chicken and play cards and do everything, whatever they were. So my great aunt, my grandmama's sister, was out there in the lap of a man, and the man had a woman, and the woman came there and saw her, and she was gonna whoop my great aunt's ass. And my great aunt was drunk, and they were gonna fight out there in the woods in the dark. They were gonna fight.
Oh,
and so over the man, cause you just ain't gonna talk to me in kind of way. I don't even know. Like I just ad-libbing because I was a child. I just listened to grown folks talk. So this is what the conversation was. And she took out her dentures and she threw them. She took out her dentures and she threw them. And she couldn't find them. And the man came and got his soul. They had to go back out and like they broke up because, you know, like, oh Lord, these women crazy, they drunk, let them take us home. Blah 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 blah. So my great aunt was like, oh shit. You know, everybody's like, where your dentures at? Where your teeth? I don't know. I don't even remember. Then it kind of came to her where they were, what had happened was, and then she had to go.
The founder of that phrase, but yeah, okay.
What had happened was, and so she had to go out there, and she couldn't find them, and so she had to get help to find her teeth. She finally found them.
See, I'm pretty sure. We need callers to call in or write in. Me and this woman cannot be the only ones that have experiences like this. We need to hear from y'all.
Can't be.
Y'all just had some crazy stories about family or friends or just even complete strangers with dentures. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I know she shows it. But I want to hear other people and their stories dealing with dentures.
Girl. Living in the South. I tell you, it's a wonderful patchwork quilt of memories and haberdashery.
Yes, ma'am. That is no lie.
Living in the South, honey.
That is definitely not a lie.
No, it's fish fries and chicken. You fry the chicken and the fish.
That's right. The South is so lovable because it's just realistic. Stuff that you think is funny, if we have no problem owning it. We have some specialties in our lives. You know, one loses half a dentures, the other takes the whole thing out in a napkin. Others, they just drunk and don't know what the hell it is. But I'm sure there's so much more.
I'm sure it is. I mean, I think we've all lived the same experience somewhere along the way, and because we're,
because I think when one person goes through a certain type of emotion and they hear it, you're able to relate to it because you've dealt with something similar to where it gave off the same emotion. So I believe that. I definitely believe that.
And it's not just a black thing; it's across the board kind of thing.
Yeah, it don't matter what color you are. You go. Denture stories is dentures. That gum line don't care. If you just want it to stay pink and not show the metal, but as long as it's pink and white, that's what we're looking for. I don't care if you tan, bright, none of it. Just pink and white.
Well, sometimes, you got a little gold because my great aunt had gold.
Yeah, but that right there is rust. No.
What? No, rust?
No.
She had like a.
I'm like, ugh. Somebody, I remember, I said that's because I remember somebody, and you could tell they got it done cheaply because I'm like, it rusted. You couldn't get that damn thing off his tooth.
Oh, no. This was an inlay. Like, she had, it was gold. It wasn't a whole gold tooth. It was like gold around the tooth.
Like, yeah. And and it would stink. I'm like, yuck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
No, that's not. It does, taking their fingers in their mouth, pulling them so you can see their teeth. I'm like, ew. I'm like, I barely want to see mine. As long as I can feel them chomping down on whatever I'm putting in my mouth, I'm good. I don't need to see yours.
I want to talk about botch. The next show, that's one thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about botch cosmetic procedures. Ooh. Because have you heard of turkey teeth?
That's why I went, ooh, because I'm like, that's so much of that.
Yeah.
And it's like how everybody's going to Mexico and they're not checking those. Yeah.
Turkey. They call it turkey teeth because they're actually going to Turkey.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
I'll be like my dad, trying to find the other half of my dentures, but I'm like,
Mhm. Yo, turkey teeth. So we're gonna talk about that. But let me end this show. We about to run out of time again. We already done ran out, but we about to run out of time again. So I want to thank y'all for listening to Night Talks with Sasha. It might have already cut off. I don't know. I have to go back.
Well, no, because if it would hang you up.
Sometimes it does and sometimes it don't. I'll go back and I'll listen to the show and see. But yeah, I want to thank y'all for listening to Night Talks with Sasha. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you later. Good night.
Night.